Hey y'all, it's Rhegis from the MorrisMansionBlog.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a bit of a crazy week here. We have had some crazy freezing temperatures and our pipes froze. If you saw my last video, they froze on Monday and they just thawed a couple of hours ago. So I want to take this opportunity to get my house back in order, and while I'm doing it, I thought I would show you some tips to make your home feel cozy in the winter months. I live in Alabama, so it's not usually very cold, but at the beginning of the year, we always seem to get these cold snaps where we get snow and freezing temperatures. So unfortunately, if you don't remember to run your faucets, the pipes can freeze. But I have my coffee with me this morning and I am ready to start kind of putting things back together, and I can start doing DIY projects again. You don't realize all the things you can't do without water. I just started painting in my playroom. I have dishes in the sink. I haven't been able to cook all week, and we have jugs of water everywhere. We haven't been able to do laundry, but now that it's over, I'm ready to make my home back to normal, and let's make it cozy while we're at it. So my first tip for how to make these long winter days feel a little bit more cozy is to make you a warm beverage. I always start the day with a cup or two of coffee. I really enjoy coming home from taking the kids to school and getting some coffee. I will read my book while I have my cup or two of coffee, and it just starts my day off right and makes me enjoy waking up and being in the cold a little bit more. And as you can see, I have on my kitchen lamp here. That is another tip I have to add cozy lighting around your home. I never turn on our overhead lights. I don't like harsh lighting really anytime, but especially in the winter, it just feels really unnecessary. We have really big windows in this house and they get a lot of natural light in. So during the day, I usually hardly have any lights on. I just have some lamps around and it makes everything feel a little bit more warm and inviting. And if you're wondering how I take my coffee, I add a couple teaspoons of sugar and just a little bit of heavy cream, and I am good to go. This is where I sit and I have my morning coffee every day. I love to sit here because the couch is so cozy and plush with the big pillows at the back. I have blankets around. I have those two cozy pillows that I use to prop up my book and hold my coffee on. And it's just a really warm and inviting little spot, and it's become one of my favorites. And I'm going to add another cozy textile to this couch. And so that's another tip I have for you, is to just add layers and layers of cozy cushions and blankets and just textiles that you can sink into in the winter months. Curl up with a good book or a cup of coffee. It is just the best. I saw this sofa pad online that I thought would be perfect with our new puppy. If you're new here, we got a new puppy this past summer and she is just starting to shed. So I usually have a blanket over here where she likes to sit and snuggle with my husband and sleep throughout the day, but it's not the prettiest thing. So I wanted to try out a sofa pad. It's just kind of an extra little layer, and the pictures online just looked so cozy. Made me want to curl up with my book and have a good just snuggle session on the couch. but I really needed to clean up all of the dog hair. So that's another tip, is to, when you're taking down all of the Christmas decorations, trying to figure out what you're going to keep, what you're going to put back, take that time to really give everything a good cleaning. We were sick at the beginning of the year and the entire house got a huge deep clean. So now I just try and spot clean where I can, and it makes it a lot more manageable. And if I don't do this vacuuming of the couch daily, or at least every other day, it can get really, really dirty with two big dogs that shed. We also have a lab, and look at all of this hair from just 2 days. I did vacuum a couple of days ago. That's disgusting. So what do we think of this sofa pad? I like it. I think it's really cute. I hope it serves its purpose well. The idea is to have something removable that I can easily wash, that the dog, if she gets up there and it's muddy or wet or something, that I can easily just throw it in the wash and then bring it back down. If I like it well enough, I'll probably buy another one just to switch up with the seasons and to have one always available if the other is in the wash. So I'll let you guys know how well it washes and holds up, and if I can recommend it. But I'm also adding a pillow cover to this cover because my sweet dog tore up the old cover that I had on here, and this is an extra one that I had. My next tip is to add greenery where you can. This is something my mom always did, and I just never understood why she was so obsessed with adding greenery, but it really does add some brightness and life to a space. And I'm swapping out an old crock for this new thrifted urn that I found the other day, and I have some faux stems. I think these are supposed to be boxwood and Queen Anne's lace, and I'm just gonna put those in there for now. I am not good with real plants, so faux works for me, but if you like real plants, you add that around, and we're all just gonna not judge each other, okay? Since we had no water this week with our pipes being frozen, we had several jugs of water on hand for whatever we needed, washing our hands, flushing the toilet, that sort of thing. And the cat food was out here because the bathroom it's normally in was closed up with a heater. There's random Christmas presents over here, and I'm just clearing all of that away so I can wipe this down. And as you can see, I'm very happy to have water again. It felt like we were never going to get it back, but I am glad to say we still have water. We remembered to drip our faucets last night, and it's still all thawed today. Another tip I have is to light some candles. I love this one from Bath and Body Works. It smells really nice without being too strong. And it's always nice to light a candle after I've finished doing some cleaning. It makes the house smell really good. There's that warm glow. And especially if it's a more dreary winter day, it just adds some more lighting and coziness to the space. So now that I can finally wash the dishes in my sink, I'm going to empty the dishwasher. And look at this pathetic thing. The top of our dishwasher, one of the wheels broke, so it kind of sags the more you put stuff in it. And our disposal isn't working. And we have a light in our hallway or in our stairway that has been out for probably a year, and it's just too high for us to change it. And I want to change the light fixture. And I'm looking at all of these drawers and cabinets as I'm putting things away. And I'm just seeing a ton of things that I want to accomplish this year. So I definitely want to make a to-do list and a project list for this year and finally get some of those things checked off the list. And I think maybe a kitchen refresh would be on the list for this year. I don't want to do much in here, but I do want to make all of the hardware match and get something a little newer that's more my style. These pulls are very modern and I spray painted them gold, and I really would like them to be oil rubbed bronze, but everything is fine for now. I'm just dreaming of what I would like to do to the house this year because that's just kind of how my brain works and what I find enjoyable about starting a new season and a new year with new possibilities to see what the year can bring. Another tip I have is to add some kind of smell good or scents to your home and make it smell heavenly and just really warm and inviting. I made some simmer pots for the kids' teachers for Christmas, and I had enough left over to make me one, and I just keep forgetting to use it. It had cinnamon sticks and cloves and star of anise and cranberries, and I put 2 oranges in each of them, and all you have to do is slice those up and then add 2 cups of water to the simmer pot, and then you just let it come to a boil. And then I usually let it simmer for maybe 20 or 30 minutes at a time, and it smells so strong, so good. The smell lingers for a long time, and you can reuse these. I just pour out the liquid, add new water, and then simmer it all over again, and it just keeps the house smelling so good and sort of like the holidays, even though it's just more of a wintry scent. So I highly suggest trying out a simmer pot this winter. Another tip I have is to declutter and try and think about what things you really like and what things you maybe could donate or give to a friend. I do this regularly because I'm always going to the thrift store, and so I had some old home decor that I wasn't using anymore that I didn't want to put back out after all of the Christmas decorations were put away. And so I donated that to my local thrift store. So when I was at the thrift store dropping off those donations, I did pop into the thrift store for just a sneaky peek, and I did find a couple of things. Mostly I just found some pants for my oldest. He is getting so big. I cannot believe it. But I declutter and probably have a donation pile going on both levels of the house. Probably every week I will, go through the kids' drawers, go through a cabinet or two here, and got them these navy ones too. These were both $2.50 each, so for $5 I thought 2 pairs of pants was pretty good. I need to go through all of their winter clothes because there's sales and consignment sales coming up. So I need to see if there's anything I can resell, and then what they need coming up for the latter half of winter and then going into spring and summer. But the best find was this. I don't know if you can see this all the way in the frame. I'll try and back up. But this is a ginormous lampshade. And if you can see the color, it's this like browny, greeny, neutral color that I thought would look really nice with the green walls in the playroom. And it's this flower detail with the scalloped edges. And I just thought this would look so pretty in the playroom with the kind of beige trim and the green walls up top. I thought this would complement it nicely to go on the light fixture in there. Let me show you. So this is a sneak peek for future videos, but I've been stenciling in here, but I couldn't with our pipes frozen. So that bulb up there, so this thing up here is just a thrifted paper lantern. It's been up there for a couple of years, but what you can't see is that it's absolutely torn to shreds. Let me see if I can show you. So you can kind of see there's a little tear on that side over there, and anyway, it is just been a little bit of an eyesore, but I didn't want to just leave it up there. It's on one of those things. Whoop. It's on one of those just pendant-like kits, and you can put your own shade on there. So I just attached this to it. When you make a paper lantern, there's a little hook that you can put on a cord so you can hang it up. Well, it's no different from this, and then it goes over it. And it did have a really soft glow that kind of diffused the light in all directions, but honestly, I hardly ever turn this big light on. But I thought that this would be a nice and fun little statement piece in here. So that was my big find for the day. So those are my tips for making your home cozy after, the holiday rush and all the Christmas decorations are down. It feels so bare, but there are ways to make your home feel cozy, make the days feel cozy, and to just feel maybe better stepping into the new year with a fresh mind and home and perspective. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for stopping by the mansion. Bye-bye. Hey, Maisie. You like the sofa pad? You like the sofa pad, Maisie? Yeah. Is it warm and cozy?